I played in the ESL Challenger Katowice Qualifiers. I queued with 4 people I've barely played with before, and this is how it went. We had decided the day before we all would get online a short while before the match actually starts, so we can get in a little bit of warm up. When I got online, our leader is not online, but comes on in a short while. I write to him instantly, and he tells me to go into TeamSpeak, where I sit for, I kid you not, 10 full minutes, just waiting for him and the other guys. And when I finally get, or they drag me into their lobby, they've actually just started the game beforehand without me. And while they played, our leader even misses the check-in time by a full hour. So I had to remind him that his check-in closes in 10 minutes. Because he wasn't even ready to check in. When I had reminded him even the day before at what time he needs to check in. So if I wouldn't have done that, we wouldn't even played at all. So keep that in mind while we go through some of the plays and what happened. So first off, we had invited a guy that I specifically said I didn't want to be playing with us because his lack of a game sense and attention to the game, what's happening. You have to tell him everything that's happening and what to do. So it's like playing with a kid that you always have to babysit. So it's a rough start, and they choose Ancient. I specifically told them as well, do not choose this map, because it's a very team-heavy map. And we've barely played together before this game, and we have never actually played Ancient together. So during the warm-up, I had to teach our A player on how to hold A. And it looked something like this. The way I usually play AVP, what you can do if you have a good spawn, if you don't expect, if you're playing like this angle, the most of the map, if you get the best spawn, you are able to run all the way up here, quick peek this angle, and get one free kill on the first guy coming up. And then get one guy and just fall back. What they will do every round, they will expect you to play this angle with AVP, or this angle. Most two basic angles. So what I like to do is, what you can do if you have done this like a few times already, you can stay here, take the first pick here, then fall back this one, then after taking pick, fall back this one, and then you can fall back, try to wait for rotation. Just one shot, fall back is usually my go-to. So I make the first call here that we're gonna go all 5 together through our own red room smoke that we have thrown. The call is rush red room, all 5 together into B. Whatever you do, do not stay back and fight mid. So just waiting in the enemy's possible util. Here we're pushing. I see there's one donut. Here I say specifically, don't stay and fight. And I explained how important it is that we go 5 together through. We have one guy sitting still back close to elbow. So we're already one man short. I go through, I see them. Take a fight, get one tapped by him. Still, we are 3, after I die, we're 3 through. And this guy's still in mid. After we've explained how important it is not to fight for mid. They managed to get actually 2 kills here. And moving into B. It's a 4v3. 4 guys going into B side. This guy is alone right now in cave. Watch our player here. Clear how he clears cave. Check corner. Go right in. Not looking. And within 1 split second, we're on a 3v1. Or 1v3. So for second round, our leader calls run B. Stabs our teammate at the beginning of the round. So he dies to the nade. And we all just get shot down. we get our first real buy here. And our creator of this group, or the guy who put this group together, had made this guy the IGL. And he is our highest ELO player. So at the start of the game, I thought that might be a good idea. And I don't know if he's barely played Ancient before, but he was really clueless, I would say, on strategies, calls, and anything like that on Ancient. It's like he had no clue what he wanted to do, or where we should go, or even how to deal with simple counter strats. We set up a good default play. They smoke deep into T-ramp to the doors here. We've decided not to push to hold this, to let them through. And he managed to get a good enter here on the guy. They re-smoke. So now we know. We've killed 1B. We're 5v4 on a low buy, or versus a low buy. We're setting up. He calls for us to push through the smoke here. This guy don't get blind by the first one. So after I've pushed through, he says also clear left. That's why we're clearing left. No one wants to check in the right side, because the guy told us not to. So we lose our only advantage versus the low buy, because we pushed the smoke for no reason, leaving the bomb. And these guys are fighting mid. They have info on both the players here. Smokes off red room to get a little bit of map control back, so they don't get shot. And goes flying around the corner and round over. Both are 1 HP here. We are low on time. He gets full baited, doesn't even check the corners. The game will go on like this for the remaining of the T rounds. We are unstrategized. We are playing a map where this guy has barely played before, so he has no clue about timings, strategies, no nothing. So we are just running 1-on-1 and hoping just to get solo plays. So this round is a little bit interesting, because we are just an eco round against 5 rifles full util. We managed to get mid control. We've lost one outside to cave player. We get a good entry into A, but we don't have bomb here. So our A player falls back to get the bomb. I get flashed out in donut. Get the second guy. So here I've double kill on A players. Unfortunately, there are 2 more. Go to the spray down. They line up, get a team kill, and trades me for it. We can see they have a quite interesting setup. If we were more organized, we would actually have taken any mid control as a team. Maybe flashes out, counter smoke up here. We would have easily taken mid, because as you can see, he was smoked out. He fell back instantly. You're playing 3 towards B and 1A. So more mid presence would have easily gotten us a couple of rounds as T, where we clearly struggled. 5 rounds in, we're 2 guys on 1 kill, 1 guy on 0. So we're not contending any sites or mid. We're just waiting for them to push, basically, because we have no counter strategies. I do red room smoke. I call we need to take mid, because here I'm annoyed that our in-game leader don't call anything. Unfortunately, that's the round where they decided to go 3 mid. So we were walking into it 3 stack. They get gunned down. And round is lost. Here they waited so long to make a call. We're just waiting for our in-game leader to call anything. They know, because they have so much map control over at B, that we're towards A. So they've moved 3 guys A and mollowed this corner. Our player is down to 40 HP before we've even made any contact, and it's 45 seconds left. They finally decide to do something. He gets sprayed down, and when there's no trade, they had left bomb. So we move towards it. For 5v2, I get the guy playing up cave. These guys get into sight. I'm running right behind him. I get the first guy, but I wasn't prepared for a second guy on the same angle. Plays full open for just long and gets taken down. Not the best positioning, but yeah. They've finally taken some map control over at B by not staying behind the smoke every round. But there are 2 guys outside cave. He gets flashed over and gunned down. His mate goes through the smoke while that's happening, not even reacting at all. We decide to go A, since that's the only place we have some map control. Smoke off CT, but white's into donut. Before gun is out, he has no chance to fight back. Round is over, and could easily have been avoided. Okay, we decide this is not working. We decide, okay, let's just push A. We get 2 fast entries. Knows once more on site. I get shot down through the smoke, unluckily, whilst the guy is aiming at my friend. So it's a 3v3. They know he's on site. It's the guy in donut, gets the guy in sight. Okay, so it's a 3v1. They don't know where the last guy is. So what they do is take 3 guys looking into the same position. Because this guy is fully open, looking nowhere. Gets shot in the back. They have info where he is. The call here is don't peek because our teammate is low. Stands a little bit too open, get the gun down. Last guy who is low goes to do smoke play. Unluckily for him, he's really low. And then he is just defusing. So we lost a 3v1 because they decided, well, they have no communication and hold the same angle. So this is actually the only round where we will actually win as T-side on this, what I would call a team map. We get a good entry into B, but as you can see, while this guy is all the way through, I'm just waiting for the rotation to take place. They get gunned down and move just as he was moving. So I missed that guy. He calls it's someone in A main. So here I'm expecting one in A main, but there's no one here. So I'm like, okay, that's odd. And gets him on the spray transfer. So this is how it looked after first half. We are not communicating. No one understands how to play the map. And we are just fully discombobulated. We know they're in elbow here. Our cave player is pulling from site. I go to help them out because it's quiet. We know they're most likely towards B. Here, I'm calling because we know they're in cave. They made a lot of sound. I've called, don't fight them in cave. I'm behind in cave. Don't pick cave, don't pick cave. I'm behind them. Don't fight them. I have them from behind. Whatever you do, don't pick. He sees them. He goes back. He's standing in the Molotov. Tags. And picks up an open position. All he needed to do was not pick. Could have fell back. Stood in this corner. He would probably have died to this nade anyways. But picking this open spot for both cave and the ramp guy is absolute crazy in this positioning. Because they managed to get the guy on site, they're a little bit too aware of their behind. They kills me whilst I'm flanking. Kill our mid lurk. This guy is standing the smoke. Pull is standing still. He gets dinged and then taken out. He goes on to save AVP, and this is our last round. I get team flashed instead of helped. Our cave player is dead. They're moving into B. Takes an open fight. 3v3. I'm low and get pushed down. Gets stuck fighting. And match over. Quite hard game here. We are not organized as a team. The other team were definitely playing much better together. They chose, sadly, to pick the Ancient over Dust 2 when they don't know Ancient themselves. The guys in my team. Yeah, I would have loved to won this game because we would have faced a TSM afterwards. But yeah, sometimes this happened. It was 5 randoms almost in our team. No real communication. So better luck next time, and good luck to everyone who has played in the qualifiers.